gonna be so exciting. Happy days, oh happy days. I'm singing because it's happy days today. Look what we draw. Oh, it's only 5 million? Oh my days, I thought it was like 40 million for this one. Imagine that. I was singing for 5 million. My days. Literal peasant money at this point, right? Nah, I'm kidding. 5 million is still 5 million. You guys know that old saying? I'm not gay, but 5 million is 5 million, you know? Hey man, I was really expecting something more from this, you know? Yeah, 2 entries so far. We might even just do 30, right? We might be all careless just like that. We did 30 of the first part, and the first part was actually pretty good. Like, I'm fairly happy with the drops. And as I said, I have my DM as well. Literally pretty much the same combat power as this guy right now. Maybe use him? Because we have to clear a lot of AoE monsters, right? So maybe with the DM it might be faster. This one dungeon in particular. Maybe with a little bit of luck, I can finally drop slot extender high. I think, you know, I made a mistake of talking about slot extender high. That's why I'm not dropping it. It's been like 5 months, man, you know? I mean, maybe even 6 months now. Half a year. Oh my days, it's been half a year since we're back in the game. Still no slot extenders in the radar. Not as of yet. Oh my days, I lagged up on the combo. I'm waiting for slot extender highest 18 years now, still didn't drop one. My days, man. I guess that's the club I'm joining, eh? After 17 years and a half. But maybe there's just more to life than slot extender highest. Who knows? Because at this point it feels like... What's the word? Cyber fiction, comic fiction, science fiction. There we go, that's the word. It almost feels like science fiction at this point. Maybe slot extenders don't even exist, right? The only people that are talking about slot extenders are anonymous developers of the game. Maybe that's the case, you know? Who knows? Drink some coffee with me, let's discuss this possibility. Oh, critical elixir. You know, not really what I wanted to see. Slot extender highest is life. That's what it's all about. Oh, we'll see. Sooner or later we're gonna drop it. As I said, like the worst case scenario after this dungeon, I'll have like 999 stacks of each like potion, you know? That's the worst case scenario. And now like every single new day is also like super exciting, right? Because we get like 8 more premium dungeons. That's like a mini boost to the day, you know? Because tomorrow I'll wake up, I'll go to work, I'll come back home and I'll be like, oh happy days, I have some premium dungeons I can do, you know? And it's gonna compound from the event a little bit as well, so... You know what I mean? Just makes life even more happy. I guess this is like the most annoying part as a blader, eh? Or maybe keep doing this on my blader, because still we're gonna... Well, the DP that we're getting is very minimal in comparison, but... Oh, look at this. My BM3 expired and then I use Aura. And there's one archer hiding in the corner. What are you doing, man? I knew something was not right here. There was not enough monsters spawning in. Man, Blader's skill looks so cool. You will need the potions in big dungeons in the future so they aren't bad. Oh yes, trust me, I need the potions now. Like not even in the future, right? I need them now. Because basically whenever I run, I like to pop a potion or two, you know? I know it's a bit careless, you know, to be like that, but it's a game, I'm gonna enjoy it, right? If I want a little bit more combat power, I'm gonna take it from the potions. You get like extra 1, 2,000, you know, sometimes even more, so it's like, it's nice. And if I, you know, if I farm this event as massively as I think I'm gonna farm, I'm gonna have so many of them that I can just constantly, whenever I play, I can just use a potion or two. It's gonna be fine. Because yeah, if I like dedicate myself to doing 30 Apollo of Dead and 30 Apollo of Dead B2Fs per day, I mean at that point surely we're dropping something good. You know what I mean? The only issue is that the pet and train kit's only from the gold ones. It's weird. I don't know if that's how it was. Maybe just some events are easy to farm pet and train kits, some of them are hard. Because the bingo event where the monsters would spawn, that one was easy to get pet and train kits, right? That one was actually the easy one. But yeah, the dungeon ones I prefer just so much more, right? Because you do the dungeon and then you know that you're gonna get something. When you're searching for those event monsters, bro, you could go for like hour, 2 hours not finding anything. And if you went on that hype that you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna get so much. And it's kind of like, blows down the hype, you know? Now we're hyped up because we have huge goals in mind, right? Two very huge goals that the sooner we get, the better. Not only the event items, but maybe the dungeon itself is gonna drop something rare. You know, at least something like Critical Ring plus 2. You know, why not? It would be like 95 million or something like that. That could go to the warehouse, you know? For like some big purchases. Now that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep some for me, for the entries. And I'm always gonna try and keep some money just for the big purchases, right? Set money aside, basically. Whenever we get like, if we have like 150 mil on us, so we put 100 mil to the warehouse, and we keep 50 in the inventory. Because everything that I have on inventory is gonna disappear on dungeon entries, right? I've seen many people dropping slot extender highest in the last few months from Altar of Sienna 2. Maybe you could walk that dungeon, who knows, you could be the next one for the slot extender. Ooh, happy birthday ring. Oh, look at this, we've done 4 runs already. Oh my days, do they pass quick, eh? We can dance just for a little bit. Basically, I'm getting my kettle boiling. I'll grab some cookies, right? Because I did a foolish thing. I didn't eat before streaming, right? This is one thing you should never do. You should always eat before you stream. So I'll have some cookies. And the cookies are like really nice for 2 reasons, right? So they're really tasty. Normally they're crunchy, but what I do, I put them in my hot drink, which is gonna be coffee. And then they're super soft, right? So I could actually sneakily eat these cookies and your guy's not even gonna know, you know? Like you wouldn't even catch or you wouldn't even think about me eating a cookie. But I'll actually be eating quite a few of them. Yeah, we'll get some sooner or later. Hopefully we're not gonna be like that guy, right? 18 years, no slot extender. Who knows, maybe it was actually me from the future, right? Writing those comments. Because it very well could be like, for the person who wants it like very much, you know, doesn't get it, or like when I chase the slot extenders, they always seem to outrun me. Because there was one guy on one of the streams, he said he dropped 2 while watching the stream. 1 high and 1 highest. And obviously there was a lot of speculation, there was a lot of like, ooh, is this true or not? But I'm willing to believe the guy. I mean, why would you lie? Right? What's the point? People are not gonna think you're cooler because you dropped a slot extender, you know? You show off what you dropped just so, well, you know, I don't know, it's always nice to show off a good drop. Not lie about it, right? No point in lying. Last dungeon event, someone new from our guild dropped Amicube. Opened it and got slot extender ultimate, a new player. Well, after you drop a slot extender ultimate, you're not new player no more. You know what I mean? You're mid-game. Oh, my kettle. 1 second, guys. Already I got me cookies. And I actually made tea instead of a coffee. I like to be spontaneous like that, you know? You're never gonna know my next move. Ooh, last chance to get a GM buff. What good timing, eh? What a good timing. Green Despair, eh? Oh my days. Where's GM Shin? There you are. The little one. Look at this. Oh no, we're the same height. Oh yes. Beautiful. GM Shin, you know what the deal is. Even looked at the camera, eh? Beautiful. Now it's beautiful. Okay, so I think Altar of Sienna, right? I think that's the play. Let me see. I should have some like entries lying around. There we go. We have a couple of IC1. There we go. Another one. Another one. Another one. Man, it's good from time to time to check your mailbox, right? It pays off. Wow. I just started a year ago. It's addictive. Oh yes, that's why you shouldn't do it, you know? No benefit whatsoever. Only minuses, right? And people still vape. Well, I mean, I don't think I fully quit vaping myself, you know? It's only been what? It's been probably less than a month since I haven't vaped, right? So, not too bad. Progress right there. Oh, 22. Bien! Sorry, my cat is terrorizing the plants. He's not allowed to do that. Like the furniture, you know, it's like, or like the gaming chair, you know, it's okay, I don't mind that. But the plants? Oh, no, you ain't messing with plants. Oh, the tea is lovely. Black tea, honey. I don't put milk anymore if I put honey in. Over the time, I realized that milk and honey, they don't really mix so well, you know? Look at this, another penetration, right? My guild is dropping them like there's no tomorrow, right? Oh my days, it just gets me more hyped up to get a penetration slot, you know? The penetration scroll. Seems they're dropping faster than tears and sweat in the London Stock Exchange, you know? I would know that I like to invest as well. When I was 18, I started investing, and then that point it went really good. Now it's really bad. Four score mediums are selling, which is good. Bit by bit, we're getting there. You think about will be there in the next 18 years? I really hope so. Once I think we talked about it on stream, like it would be so cool if like 20 years from now or so, you know, you'll be like 60 and, well, not 60. You guys are not 40, I'm not 40. Man, 20 years old, we won't be old. Have you thought about that? That's amazing, right? We're what, like 25, 26, the majority of us? 20 years, we'll be 46, we'll be chilling. Not even 50, you know, and the 50 is not even like that bad. Maybe like 60 is when, okay, you know. You might consider yourself not a young buck anymore. Bien. Oh my days, the cat. Feels like I was the one smoking, but the cat is the one tripping, you know? So we unlocked the secret room already. Someone said I can finish the dungeon, and I think if I finish the dungeon but I don't press confirmation, I can still go back to the room. Is that the case? I don't want to risk it now. Because that's what I do. I get a little bit of a quest done, and then I go to the second room. Because now I need to go to Old Altar. And that guy is like almost in the beginning, you know? Oh my days, I'm in my BM. Better? Here's also not too bad, because you can maybe get the prettiest bracelet, right? In real, there's no cat and I'm the one tripping. What a plot twist would that be, eh? And the plot thickens. Maybe this does take a little bit longer than the B2F, right? The Paulet of Dead. But since we have like a lot of free entries, right? And we're still gonna get some more free entries, I think we'll just kinda do those, right? Feels like an efficient way to go about it. Maybe we'll get some prettiest bracelets on the way, who knows? Maybe we'll even be able to sell them, right? Who knows? Yeah, I'm farming the event, but I'm on the side kinda looking for... Well, I'm just hoping for a good drop, right? So we can actually buy some vouchers. And then we'll go absolute ham. Just go there after you finish the dungeon. But won't I have to go back all the way to the finish, right? So I can actually exit the dungeon? Is that not how it works? Don't kill these. Were you talking about those thingies? Click on the waterway 2 times. Proceed to the fish. Thank me later. Oh my freaking... You know how many runs I have done of this? A lot, okay? A whole lot. Man, that saves like good... Could be looking at a good 15, 18 seconds on this one, you know? Times 30, you know? Okay, so we know this one. And then we need to still figure out the end part, right? Maybe we click on the seed, we'll get this little prompt. I'll show you just in a second. Here we go. Mirage Island. We're not complaining on those, eh? Go. So maybe what I have to do, right? After I kill this, I click on the thingy. Wait. So basically, and now I go right to the back. And I have less than 1 minute to do so. That's how you do it, right? Is that the play? Because if I only do it at the end, and I don't do this, if I have to go all the way back to the room, and then I'll be teleported all the way to the start, so I'll have to go all the way to the end to finish, it's not gonna be worth it now. Yep, okay. So you guys, you put yourselves on like a little time limit here. Well, to be fair, you only need to open the chest, right? And that's gonna be quick. Yeah, you don't even need to exit the room, so maybe, yeah, that's good. Let's try it now. I think it's still longer than the Apaulet of Dead, right? The B2F. Oh, but for some reason this one is more exciting for me. Just because I've done it so much in the past. Now just doing like 10 runs is just like a cakewalk. Especially at this combat power, you know? Everything is a whole lot faster. Oh my days, I got stunned. Yeah, you need like 15 seconds. Why you don't go on the last room? I've already been to the last room. Yeah, I've done it before. So now we're gonna do it like the more time efficient way. Yeah, I mean, if we keep dropping those legendary cubes, I won't be complaining actually. Scrolls are nicer, but we're not gonna cash in the scrolls immediately, right? They're gonna be there for later when we actually get to a point where we're thinking of upgrading, you know? Upgrading the bike. Also, you can go through the gates right from the bridge. Oh, yes. Wait, did I not? Yeah, I've been doing that, I think. You're talking about the part where you encounter those 2 bosses. One is called, like, Greed, and the other one is called Lust. I remember that. Yeah, so you won't need to go around, that's gonna save time. Wait. You're talking about the very start, right? Yeah, okay, I remember, because I was running this with someone, and yeah, right when they killed the first boss, they clear the chest and then they go back a little bit, right? Yeah. Okay. Good to know. We're gonna improve our time by quite a bit, actually. I think we can just wait a couple seconds for my BM2. Yeah, the start as well. I've been doing it on this part, right, always, but I haven't been doing it at the start. That's good. We already got, what, 3 time-saving techniques? Might become a speedrunner. Well, not really. You would have to be the top 1 player in Cabal to be a speedrunner, right? And a wizard as well. Nice and efficient. Now we got to this part, right? This is the huge one. Effectively, oh wait, we still need to go back to the old Arthur. A little bit of riding around. Oh, you can do some mad corners on this route. Ah, aura. Nice. Okay. Oh, look at this, the boss does spawn. Would you look at that? Happy days, isn't it? I have a feeling we can actually get a bit more pen slots, right? We need to get pen slots, pen scrolls on this stream, right? We only got a few on the last one. Need to get some on this one as well. Come here, you. Combo this boy. Like real men, like our ancestors used to do back in the day. Oh yeah, beautiful. Magic elixir, that's not beautiful. Okay, we hop on the bike. We run! Almost there. And this makes it easier, right? Because all I do now, just pop the chest. Don't even worry about killing these guys. Just stand like that, right? What are they gonna do? Sue me, right? With everything, I think what? It takes like 7 minutes for us to clear this? 7 minutes, 70 minutes, 140, 210 minutes, 30. That's a lot of minutes, right? Well, we'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll start dropping really good stuff from here, so we won't want to leave, you know? Could be like that, we don't know. Okay. Oh my days. We speedrunning this. Pop our Art of Fierceness on this guy. Save a little bit of time. When you think about it, Blader is a pretty fast class, isn't it? Because of the intuition. And when you have it last for longer, it's even better, you know? Also, at a friend's house, we were looking at like the really old video games. They looked at like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a very old version of it. And it kind of reminded me of Hearthstone. I remember I used to play that game school days. It was like a strategic card game, you know? Maybe it would be fun, like on and off, like take a match or two. Oh man, I need to do something about because my BM2 always ends at this precise point. I need to, I think, previously extend it with Aura and only then go. Hearthstone became pay to win. Oh, really? Oh my days. When I was playing it, I remember we created a new account. We got so many cards. So many for free. It really seemed... Because the one that I liked, I've seen there's like... not the arena mode, but even fancier mode than that. Right? Where you just kind of, it all goes... You craft a little bit of the deck. And then everything from there on is like random, you know? It's a good plan if we ever burn out from Cabal. Because we'll be burning out a lot during this month. My daily is like a pallet of dead 30 runs. That's for sure gonna be my daily for the next. Right, every single day with the premium dungeons. And then the scary part is I'm probably gonna wanna do even more, right? Maybe mix in some of Altar of Sienna, right? Maybe a pallet of Dead B2F. Like, I'm not even sure which one I would like more. For now, this is kind of fun. Because I haven't done it in a long time, but after I get like 10 runs or so, then it's gonna become less fun and more just eagerly awaiting to see what the drop is. They could do it like World of Warcraft. For World of Warcraft, I cannot even like speak too much because I only played it when I was very young and I played it for very little. Right? Cabal for me kind of took the spotlight because they had the Force Archer and basically the bow looked really cool. On WoW, World of Warcraft, you know, the hunters, they didn't have such a cool bow. And it was as simple as that, you know? We didn't need to think twice about that one, and we just kinda started playing Cabal. Holy water. Ay. Definitely not what you want. So 6 minutes to clear the dungeon itself, and then an extra minute to basically go back, get the last chest. So under 7 minutes so it's not bad actually. I think this time is actually pretty good. I think if we're doing this, like we have to be hoping for something more to drop, right? Not just the event items. Maybe some prettiest bracelets that we would be able to sell. Or the worst case scenario, we could extract them, if we get a lot at least. And then sell the pieces. That's also viable. Start using my BM2 here, alright? kinda started comboing this guy basically out of the instinct, you know? Because I always do it. Aye, aye, aye. Would be nice to make like a mean 30, you know? Mean 30 combo. I loved Cabal when you had to use two hands to put crit damage into slots. Man, when I was playing, I didn't even get to a point of putting slots. My mental capacity at that age didn't allow it. All I knew from Cabal back then, I basically got to Lakeside. That was the furthest that I've gotten, and I was farming like the very like at the start place of Undead Ground. There's this little kind of place for all of those Langhorn zombies kind of thingies. They group up there, and I was farming that non-stop to get a pallet of dead entries, and I would also sell osminum to shop. I didn't even extract anything back in the day. I sold it to the shop, and at the shop for like full inventory, I think it was almost like 1 million profit, right? And there was no like, you know, software thingies, you know, back in the day. Or maybe I just didn't know about them. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to download them, let alone run them. Yeah, just sitting at one spot grinding mobs. That's the Cabal I knew. And maybe a bit of like Lake and Dusk, the map part, right? Maybe a little bit of that dungeon. Because a Pallet of Dead on its own, it was way too hard for me. It was no chance at all. It was ridiculously hard. But now it's just kind of like, psh. Oh, wait, let's hop off the bike, use Aura, and hop back on the bike. Now we're gonna get even better time with this one. Osminum 7 amp was crazy. Oh, and that's what I'm saying, like, kinda didn't even go for amp slots, you know? I kinda went with like HP steal, maybe defense and something like that. Like or maybe no, I think the suits, I actually did get to the part of slotting them. I slotted the suits with HP. Maybe everything I slotted with HP. It could be the case. Wait, oh wait, we killed the wrong one. Now GMs are just bots. But what about GM Shin? Seems like an actual person, right? Because he chats. He responds. I remember once I came up to him and I was like, because I have the same costume as GM Shin uses, right? And I wrote, ooh, same costume, you know? And he's like, oh yeah, man, cool, you know? And I was like, okay, it's not a bot. A bot wouldn't do that, right? Back in those days, 7 amp 2 slot HP Osminum was the dream. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just getting the HP slots was like really good already. You know what I mean? So I've never really even looked into amp slots. Or maybe I looked in as a child and my brain immediately blocked those memories because the price was just too high. Right? That could be the case. Keep up the good videos, bro. Thank you, man. Oh, I cannot even write you back. Look at this, I cannot press to whisper the guy back and say him thank you, you know? Give our thanks to this kind man, right? For such nice words. Boom, boom, big damage. Oh my days, I cannot. Well, thank you, Smokies, very much. Back in those days, people using random option in hopes of amp. Well, that's what I remember. That's the gambling mechanic that I remember. I remember that random option scrolls were like very valuable. So again, nothing good from the chest. Check the secret room, right? Maybe a prettiest bracelet will make it all worth it. Because those bracelets are actually like not even bad. I use them on my wizard. I have two really nice ones that I dropped over the like very long time that I've been farming this dungeon. Upgrade core high. But you cannot get amp and random? Oh my days. So why were they so like overpriced? Maybe people were just hoping. No, we need to let the people dream. I remember the very first few weeks of playing Cabal. I didn't even want to admit this, but I have to take in consideration I was like literally, well, super extremely young, right? mmorpg just came out, or we just got the appliances to basically see the game. But yeah, once Cabal Online rolled out, my first like thing, I was just kind of, my father like allowed me to kind of install it into the family piece. Yeah, from then on, I just kind of spent like walking around the city and just please alls, literally, because I was like 10 years old, you know? And because for me, like just buying the gear off NPC was already too difficult of a challenge, you know? Does this boost my max crit rate? Or my crit? Yes. Hold up, we need to figure out what our crit rate is. It really 66 out of 66? Oh, cannot believe, did I build so well? Oh, the GMs. Let me just start attacking boss so I can actually read the chat. I dropped 7 amp mithril boots in Mutant Forest. Oh my days. Yeah, Mithril boots, 7 amp. I remember also like in the old Apaulet of Dead. Now it's like the weak version, right? That's the true layout of the dungeon. I remember basically from the Marga Hept, right? You could drop like Shadow Titanium with like amp, and those would be like super huge, right? It would be like, I don't even know what the price, but the price would be like super. Basically, you would be like a little bit rich from that point on, you know? Little gift from Dr. Slash. I mean, I'm not really sure if this guy realizes what a word little means. Oh my days, it's happening. And it's Paladinium as well. Oh my days. Oh my freaking days. Hold up, hold up. Have one Paladinium and one Forcium. By the way, this guy right here, Dr. Slash, yeah? This guy is the same nationality guy and he does streams as well. But basically I met him in this game because he's like a veteran player, right? So you can just type Dr. Slash and you're gonna see his streams as well. Look at this. This is what this guy is building, right? We're nowhere close to building that. Oh my days. This had to take like a very, very long time. Okay, so this gives me 5 critical rate, right? I think I keep the Demonite. The Demonite strong. Yeah, the Demonite is stronger for sure. My days. 525,000 combat power, right? Take this out. We switch the katana out for a blade. 540. Oh my days. We rolling. We are actually rolling. Look at this, and we're not even maxing. We can fix this, and we're gonna be like 550, 555 maybe. Oh, that is huge. And we can do even extreme upgrades, right? Because on the event, we're getting those extreme cores. And I already have quite a few. And they're somewhere in this mess, you know? Somewhere in this Pandora's box. Like a closet of Narnia, this inventory, you know? Oh my days. Man, the dopamine just got to my head. I just literally just forgot what I was talking about. I just see my combat power and I can even see the smile on my face, you know? And there's not a mirror in front of me. Freaking days. I loved it when Chaos Lamps were there. Oh yes, Chaos Lamps. For some reason I thought that I'm mixing memories with the private server. I used to play on those when I was little as well. But yeah, Chaos Lamps, those were the thingies. They gave you something useful. I can't even remember what. But they gave you something useful. Look at the damage we're doing. Man, it's not even fair to these bosses no more, you know? Oh, it's Luster, not Lust. But it's Lust, right? They just kinda tweaked it a little bit. We rollin' today. Amp was of the... Oh my days. My screen blacked out as I was reading the chat. And you didn't have official list saying what you can get. Yeah, it's kinda... But there was like always these like drop thingy guides, right? I remember there was some unofficial website that had like that image, and basically there was literally every single dungeon and every single map drop listed in there, right? That was like a poster room to my bed. Well, not really, but kinda like that, you know? I always had that. I would analyze it, you know? From that, I realized a really good money making technique back in the day. I knew the spots where Ring of Luck +1 or Critical Ring +1 would drop, right? And maybe back in the day, not many people knew those spots because I was literally, you know, here and there you would find someone else farming it, but usually no one farms it but me. And I would make so much alts from that. Crazy. Great amp and crit, it's not better than crit. Well, the new Cabal, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really good like that, you know? I think you just kinda try to look for like how much crit you need, right? Because my character actually needs a lot of crit. I haven't built up the crit, so maybe that's why we have a crit rate, right? Because there's no point in having crit damage if you don't have the crit rate. I was so not looking forward to this. Wait, maybe I cannot put this happen. We wanna store this guy, store this guy, store this guy. Maybe even store the cores here, and later on we'll just take it out from here. Then we'll put them to sell, so they won't take up space. And everything we get, we just kinda disenchant. Maybe there's something that you want me guys to look for, so I don't extract it, right? Because we know that one of our guildmates needs the titanium thingies, and all the blader items, the 2-slot ones. Because we're not gonna sell them. I have full agent, like literally full 30 slots of agent shop space, full of 2-slot blue items. They're just not selling, and all of them are like for 1 million, 2 million, you know? So at this point, I think it's just gonna be either extract them, or if someone needs them for crafting, then sure, you know, they can take. Because maybe like later on we'll focus on crafting as well, just kind of check in that part of the game, because I always ignored it. I don't know why. Cabal worth playing like starting from zero. I mean, of course, you know, the very start is the most fun part of Cabal, right? Literally the very beginning of the game. Holy water. Ay, ay. You cannot get like better than the beginning. All the leveling plus now, especially now, if you don't know, there's bunch of like level up events like it's so much easier. So I would say if you want it, for sure, because it's not gonna be as time consuming and as resource consuming as it was before. And we're only talking about just starting a new character, right? The early game we're talking about. Then if you wanna compete with other people in the mid game, that's fine. Or you can just stay in like early game for like a very long time. Maybe try to make some money making techniques, you know? See what's like deficit on the agent shop, like stuff like that. What's a good price, what's a farm, you know? Oh, look at this, a GM buff. How nice of the GMs, eh? We'll save it for like when we actually want to do some big stuff.